Alrighty, today's the day. I have been doing some enduro riding and trying to record those rides specifically so that I can learn from my mistakes. So I don't have a ton of videos on this channel, but I do have some that I've put up there so that I could increase my enduro, hard enduro, enduro cross, whatever I want to do. And by recording myself and then uploading them on YouTube, it does a couple things for me. One, it allows me to see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. But two, since there's a lot of pressure, I think, out there on YouTube to be very good, look good, sound good, feel good, all that good stuff. And I think by uploading videos of me learning how to do enduro dirt bike riding, it's helping me to raise the bar for myself. And so my goal is to do slow wheelies, to do excellent pivot turns, to learn how to go up and over K-rails, logs, somewhat in a trials fashion so that I have a wide variety of skill sets. But most importantly, I'm doing this so that I can improve, and then I have something to show my kids and my grandkids. I'm old, by the way. So in doing that process, it's been challenging because I don't have all the right skills as far as photography, filming. I don't have a drone. I set up and record myself while I'm out riding, and it's really time consuming. But more time consuming than that is when you get home and you take your videos and you try to render them and upload them to YouTube. So today I picked up a new MacBook, and I had been currently editing on my ThinkPad, which is actually a work computer, and it's just not made to render 4K videos and then upload them to YouTube. It can do it very slowly, and it just consumes a lot of time. So today I wanted to unveil the MacBook Pro 13-inch. I picked up the model with the M1 chip, and the Apple M1 chip is the first system on a chip, which they call the SoC for Mac. It's just incredible. It's packed with an astonishing 16 billion transistors, which integrates the CPU, the GPU, and I/O, and every other significant component and controller on a single tiny chip. So how could I go wrong, right? So Apple designed this with Apple in mind. So it's just going to bring incredible performance. So you're probably wondering, well, why would I get the 13-inch, the smallest one? Well, I did it for a couple reasons. One, it's easy to travel with. You can easily throw it in a backpack, and it's small enough. It's just portable. But I got the 8 gig with the 256 gig SSD, this solid state drive. It has the True Tone Retina display, touch bar ID. It only has 2 Thunderbolt USB 4 ports, which is fine. But I wanted to unveil it and then give you some ideas on what I found with this computer, and then what accessories you may need to initially get yourself going. So here we go. See if I can get this thing open. That's a sturdy box, man. All right, here it is. So I went with the space gray. I have what do I have? I have a MacBook Air that I've been using, super light, and it's silver. And so I decided with this one I'd get the space gray. So it's sealed up pretty nicely. Comes with a USB-C cable, or a Thunder port. And it comes with a charger. And that's it. So let's get this stuff out of the way. And let's crack this thing open. Oh man, that is slick. Okay, so it comes with a headphone jack here. Hope you can see that. And then it comes with the 2 Thunderbolt USB 4 ports. And that is it. So the other option I thought I would go with before I picked this up today was the MacBook Air 13-inch. It also comes with an M1 chip. And I watched some videos on YouTube with some folks who compared that MacBook Air to the MacBook Pro 2019, the 16-inch. And it rendered videos just as fast, if not faster, if you can believe that. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube, do a search on MacBook Air 13-inch M1, and do a search under 4K video rendering, and you'll see that the speeds of that computer, they're just incredibly fast. And so I said, well, I can do that, or I can go with the 13-inch MacBook Pro. And so I went with the Pro. The Pro, I think, will be something that I will enjoy much more than the Air. Oh, look at this. It fires right up when you open the lid. Oh, boy. Wow, this thing is sexy. So it's got speakers on the side here. It's got the touch bar. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. So this computer, the MacBook Pro 13-inch, comes with fans.
The main language. Press the return key.
Ooh, English, my main language. I guess this is going to set up and interrupt while I'm talking, but I decided this one because it has the fans. So if I were to put a heavy load on it, you know, I have the fans to cool it down. But my understanding is even the MacBook Air, the 13-inch, with the M1 chip, doesn't get very hot at all. This M1 chip is hands down incredible.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press the command key while you press Touch ID 3 times at the right end of the touch bar. To learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the escape key.
Wow, I don't know how to use that. So, sorry for the interruption. Ooh, this thing is beautiful. So anyways, I went with this one. It has fans. I figure it's, you know, it's an upgrade from the MacBook Air. I could get it at this time, so I did. And one thing to note, though, is there aren't any SD ports. So one thing you're going to have to pick up, and one thing you have to think about when you buy a computer like this for rendering videos, and I apologize if you already know all this, then fast forward or you know, end the video. But this is for newbies like me. You're going to need something to get you a multi-port setup. So I picked up this Nucleum. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Obviously, I don't have very many views and subscribers, but I picked this up, which will allow me to do the SD card reader. It'll allow for USB standard and the USB-C as well. So I can go out and videotape my rides and my skills out on the trail, and then plug it into the MacBook, and then I can get started. Now, this one only has 256 gigs of storage. So my plan is to get another solid state drive, a terabyte, or, you know, 2 or 3 or 4, whatever I end up with. So I'm not going to try to store a bunch of stuff on this. I'm going to use this specifically to load my videos up, render them, and then upload them to YouTube. So, so just something to note, that since this doesn't have an SD card reader, you're going to need to pick something up for that. What else? I'm going to have to learn how to use the trackpad, or whatever they call this pad here, and the touch bar and everything. But I will probably do another video with an update. So at this point, my camera shut off. So anyways, I'll make an update after I get more familiar with the MacBook Pro and let you guys know what I think, and hopefully it'll be a success. Thanks for listening.